Shut up and sit down.
Good evening, everyone! Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, Mr. Main Event himself, the often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious, and we're gonna go over Raw Studios in Wichita, Kansas. Now, before we get into the show, do want to go over two quick things real quick. One, we are still running that contest. We are close, folks. We are getting there step by step, inch by inch, day by freaking day. My personal YouTube page, Tim23Vicious. That's Tim, T-I-M, the number 2, the number 3, Vicious, V-I-C-I-O-U-S. That's simple. My personal YouTube page breaks 500 subscribers. 500. We break 500 before the Royal Rumble, which is in February. So we are coming up. We're closing in on it, folks. We got plenty of time. That page breaks 500. One random subscriber will win a Vicious Rant shirt, much like the one I'm wearing right now. I will reach out to them. And it's all out of my personal expense, out of my personal pocket. I will pay for it. I will ship it out. I will send it out somewhere in the world. It could be to you. It could be to your mama. It could be to your brother. It could be to your significant other. Hell, you want me to send it to a Salvation Army drop box? I'll send it there. But all you got to do, subscribe to the channel. We break 500 and you got a 1 in 500 chance of winning. There you go, that's simple. Easy peasy, right? Also, want to remind everyone we are WWE Shop affiliates. So what that means is, if you are listening to this in audio form or watching this again on my personal YouTube page, all you got to do, go in the description tab, click the link down below. However, if you're watching this on the Main Event Wrestling Network page, all you got to do is click that QR code right up there. Wade, you better have had that QR code up there and not having me pointing to nothing. Scan that QR code. One of those three options. It takes you to WWE Shop. It is our WWE Shop affiliate link. You make whatever purchase you want on there. It could be one of those sweet looking Jey Uso Yeet shirts. It could be one of those military green CM Punk hoodies, or it could even be one of those collegiate football championship commemorative titles. Whatever you want to purchase them, folks. Between you and me, you can still use any discount or promo codes that you have also. You make any purchase you want on there. We here at the Vicious Studios will receive a small nominal commission for the purchase that you make off of it. So in the end, as I keep telling you, it helps us help you in the long run. Cannot stress that enough. Perfect thing to do to get a gift for somebody that is a big WWE fan during the holiday season, whether you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yule, the winter solstice, whatever you're choosing to celebrate, even if you want to get somebody a gift for Festivus. It's the perfect way to go about it. Just make sure, help support the show. So with that said, now we're going to switch gears and talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind and the big highlights from last week's SmackDown. It starts out with, they do like the pro sports entrances showing the wrestlers walking into the arena. They had Solo's bloodline, the new bloodline. Not a fan of them referring to it as that because you put new in front of any kind of team and it automatically shits the bed. Case in point, New Rockers. Another good example, New Midnight Express. Are you noticing the trend here? I'm just saying, folks. Either way, the Solo bloodline, they're coming through. They're walking through the security, and they just walk through, pushing Apollo Crews to the side, having the metal detectors beep 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 beep. Guard goes to say something to to Jacob, like, sir, you didn't. And Jacob just, okay, never mind. Apollo Crews like, yo, bro, the hell? And all you see is Jacob Fatu then just, bam, beating him like he owes him money. And then, next thing you know, you see a whole bunch of rent-a-cop security guards come after the bloodline. And they all three of them wreck them. Solo, Jacob, and Tama Tonga. Now, and I say them three because it was announced Tonga Lau tore his bicep in the match. Also, Bronson Reed screwed up both ankles. He's going to be out for an extended period of time. Also, really hate when seeing guys get injured, but I'm trying to say this in the right way without it sounding dismissive, but dude, this ain't ballet, and if anyone wants to ever go and make that argument, it's fake. Ugh. I want y'all to remember these kind of matches, okay? And then bring up the whole Steve Austin broke his damn neck in the middle of a match. So with that said, back to the show. Then SmackDown turns to the crowd, the fans. You see Cody, he makes his entrance, comes on down, hypes up the upcoming match he has with Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event, which we will be talking about next week. And as he's doing that and addressing Kevin out, next thing you know, we get a visit from American Made. That's my bad attempt at trying to sing it on purpose, folks. But you see American Made, Gable, the Creed brothers, and Ivy. First and foremost, Gable addresses. He's out there. They're here because there is a trade window coming up. So American Made, they're there to go and make talks and break bread with Nick Aldis. While they're there, Gable, he wanted to address Cody. First and foremost, talks about on how Minnesota is a shit state. He should know. He's from there. You know, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And then Cody winds up going, listen, I see a lot of me in you. I see a lot of potential in you. I see, you know, like I said, I see a lot of me in you. You know, we both had to deal with a lot of failure. You know, ain't that right, Shorty? Shorty G? Hey, it's all good, Shorty G. Because you know why? You're talking to Stardust. And just like, oh, we're openly addressing our flaws now, are we? Okay, I am liking this new example from Triple H. Thank you for openly talking about gimmicks that, for lack of a better term, shit the bed. Yeah. So they exchange back and forth pleasantries for a hot second, and then Cody says, you know what? I'll see you tonight, kid. They go there, have their match, rah rah sis boom ba. It was a good match. Cody got the win. It ends with Kevin Owens showing up, them two go at it first, quick second, then the show ends with a pull apart. Everything else that happened in between that, though, we had a women's triple threat contenders for the Money in the Bank tournament. It was Tiffany Stratton, Elektra Lopez, and Naomi. And I gotta tell you, I like this match. My big takeaway was I was happy to see Elektra Lopez performing. You know, I'd like to see her get more ring time. I'm not saying I would hope that we do, but I'm not putting all my money on that happening anytime soon now. Not saying that in a dismissive way towards her. I'm just saying I don't see any creative for her at the moment. That's why I don't see any upcoming anytime soon for her. Tiffany got the win, and I have to scratch my head for a minute because as much as I see people saying Tiffany's the future, Tiffany's a bright star, she's got a hell of a career ahead of her, rah rah, all that blah 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 type stuff. At the same time, I'm also seeing my Twitter and all blow up saying, why is she in the tournament? She's already Miss Money in Bank. She can cash in anytime and all that jazz. And I'm just scratching my head like, guys, you do remember she's Nia Jax's riding buddy, right? For the time being. So she's not going to cash in on her anytime soon. And not only that, there's nothing saying she can't do this. Elevate herself with her ring work, have people's hopes up, and in the same process, wind up doing like the Dolph Ziggler treatment and wind up getting put on the ass end of an ass kicking for an extended period of time, having everyone completely forget that, could cash in anytime, and then next having, oh my god type cash in, and then just be wowed. Just saying, Also, we have Bianca Belair going against Piper Niven, and this came to be because of a back and forth between them backstage where Chelsea and Piper accused Bianca of attacking Jade and taking her out of action. It was a good match. Bianca got the win, did the KOD. Everyone popped at the fact that Bianca had Piper up on her shoulders and was able to get her up for that. And quite possibly what I'd have to say was the biggest was the biggest story moment for the show. Not story in WWE, but just story for the show was DIY challenging Motor City Machine Guns for the tag titles, and this came to be because the match was originally supposed to be the Street Profits. However, we see the Profits get attacked, beaten up. Nobody knows who did it. Who could have done such a horrible, dastardly thing? Next thing you know, you see the Motor City Machine Guns talking to Nick Aldis. Well, what's going on? Well, what do you want? What's going on with our match tonight then? What are we doing? Johnny Gargano just shows up. Whoop! Oh, hey. You guys need a match. Me and Tommaso can do it, no problem. And Alex, come on, man. We still deserve our one-on-one rematch, don't we? And then Shelly and Sabin are like, no, it's cool. We can do it. Go ahead, give it to them. Aldis then, all right, you guys got it, but you, talking to Johnny, you, keep Tommaso in check. Okay, well, the whole time, Ciampa, still angry Blackheart heel. The whole time, Johnny just still being that, come on, Tommaso, come on, man. It ain't that bad. Come on, dude. Like that until eventually, at one point, next thing you know, Johnny, when the ref ain't looking, boom, low blows. And Johnny turns dark side, gets the win with the 1, 2, 3, your winners and new tag team champions. DIY, we got full-blown heel DIY. Oh, my ever so loving evil Blackheart is so happy and thumping for joy. Holy shit, it actually does thumping for the first time in a while. Oof, kind of scary there. Anyways, that was it for SmackDown. So with that said, let's get into this week's show. Raw in Wichita. It starts out with Gunther coming out. And seeing Gunther in a long sleeve black shirt and blue jeans, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's kind of what I would expect Gunther to have for casual wear. Not like he's going to come out wearing a Gunther shirt or something. But just not accustomed to seeing him in casual wear. Kind of expected him to be like in a suit or something, but either way, he's addressing on how Finn Balor got lucky with the shots that he did on him last week, this, that, and the other. And then next thing you know, you see Finn, Dom, Carlito, and JD all come out. Finn addressing him, saying, whoa, 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 hold on now, big man. Now, Pierce made it official. I'm facing you at Saturday night's main event. But, I don't think you're going to be that lucky this time. You see, because, let's face facts. If it wasn't for me taking out Priest, you wouldn't still be champ. And then, you know, excuse me, Gunther saying, you know, Finn, when you first started there, I looked up to you. I emulated you. You were a world champion. But that didn't even last a whole day. So, you really think you got a shot against me? I have thousands and thousands of days to look forward to. You didn't even have one. So then they all four go to start to circle him. Next thing you know, Priest comes out, big rigmarole between everyone. And Priest, Gunther clearing them out, Finn taking them out. It ends with Judgment Day taking out Priest and Gunther, all standing tall. Next thing you know, in the back you see Pierce addressing Finn, saying, Finn, you like screwing around like that? Okay. Your match now at Saturday night's main event is not going to be a one-on-one. It's now going to be you versus Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat. And speaking of championships, we're going to address your tag championships. You guys are defending your titles next week, and well, since you guys want to make a point on showing on how great you are, you're going to defend them. And Judgment Day is banned from ringside. So, that's next week. So, with that said, now let's get into our first match of the night. It is the Final Testament with The Miz in a 8-man tag match going against the Wyatt 6. This, a lot of good action. I really dug this. Now, man, I really did. I really dug this, and I'm liking the story with the Wyatts. I really am. Now, Gacy was the punching bag for a bit until Rowan came in. Rowan got the hot tag, and he, much like you would expect the big man to do, he came in and he just wrecked shit up. He wrecked everything up around him, and then once he got knocked down, he then worked his way over. Uncle Howdy got tagged in, got a really nice pop for Uncle Howdy. He started working around. Match came to an end when the ref got distracted by the fact that Scarlett was being chased by Nikki Cross, who showed up out of nowhere near the end of the match. So, while the ref was distracted, Uncle Howdy went to go put the mandible claw on The Miz because he was chasing after him. As he's going to do that, Paul Ellering shows up out of nowhere, whoosh, throws a big thing of powder into Uncle Howdy's face, which gives Karrion Kross enough time to go scoop up Uncle Howdy, hit him with the final prayer for the 1, 2, 3. You see the Final Testament and Miz all walking up the entryway. Yeah, we won. You see the Wyatt 6 all circling around Uncle Howdy. And all I'm thinking is, you guys are some stupid sons of bitches, because all you did was just give the Wyatts more fuel to the fire to chase after you. Oh, man. That's bad. That's bad. Next up, we had Dakota Kai going one-on-one with Liv Morgan. Good thing I took some heart pills before this match. Good match, nice, quick. I had a little quick feeling out at the start with Liv leading into the commercial break. Dakota Kai, she was fighting back post-break. And Sonya's group, PFC, Pure Fusion Collision, came out. Didn't really do nothing up until the end, but they were there ringside the whole time watching, like, yeah, you see that? You see that right there? Yeah, Yeah, you know, gotta make a note of that. They can do that. Yeah. Oh, gotta watch around for that too. Yeah. So they're doing that. Now, excuse me. Match came to an end when Dakota got distracted by Sonya, which, on a side note, man, I swear, Sonya Deville, she has got to know this one lady I was, no other way around it. Sonya has got to know this one lady I was chasing after nonstop back in college, because her civilian outfits, pretty much look the exact same, look almost down to the same T as this one girl I chased after in college who was a professional dominatrix. And I will leave that part and I will leave that open-ended story right there for anyone that wants to hear about that. At another time, hit me up on my Twitter at @TimVicious if you're interested. Either way, Kai's distracted by Sonya, which then gives Liv enough time to then go and boom! Pop an Oblivion onto her for the win, 1, 2, 3. And then next thing you know, after that, PFC comes in to go do a 3-on-1 attack onto Dakota, which then we see Io and Kairi come out, go and do the save. They clear up. Next thing you know, they clear out PFC. Next thing you know, Liv then shows up and wham! Winds up wrecking Io, because they have a match coming up this Saturday for Saturday night's main event. Yeah. Next up we have another triple threat women's action for the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. It was Zelina Vega going against Ivy Nile, going against Lyra Valkyria. And this had some really good solid action in it. All the girls got the shine in it. I really dug this match. I thought it was good. Lyra, she got the win, and it was kind of an obvious, especially with the way that Joe and Wade were kind of hinting that Lyra's had a hell of a trajectory going into this year, being drafted, then winning the NXT Women's Championship, being drafted, going all the way to the finals in the Queen of the Ring tournament, all of that. But match came to an end when Zelina wound up hitting Ivy Nile with the code red. Then Lyra wound up taking out Zelina, and then she scooped up Ivy, and then wham! Hit her with the Nightwing for the 1, 2, 3. So now we come to main event match of the night. Rhea Ripley, excuse me. Wade, make a note, I need my heart meds. Rhea Ripley going against Raquel Rodriguez in a no-holds-bar match, as they said. Or not even no-holds-bar. Anything goes is what they said. Excuse me. So, Rhea came out, and as Raquel just came out of the entryway, Rhea then, wham! Ran up to her like a woman on a mission, and then just started beating the living hell out of Raquel. Just non-stop beating her senseless. And yeah, it was a full-on demolition derby. Raquel wound up getting a comeback, wound up leading the pace for a bit, and at one point Liv goes to show up, goes to distract Rhea for a bit, and then next thing you know, you see Io come out to go and handle the Liv Morgan situation, which then gives Raquel and Rhea some time to go back and forth some more. And then we eventually see the end where Rhea goes and does a riptide onto the announce table, and that comes to be because she gets out of Raquel attempting a Tahana Bomb. So Rhea escapes Tahana Bomb, does the riptide onto a table, 1, 2, 3, bing bang boom. After that, Rhea and Io, it ends with them two having an epic stare down, like, okay. Like, yeah, Io, you're challenging for her now, but just remember, win or lose, After her, I'm next. After you, I'm next. And it just kind of ended like that. Those words weren't said, but they were staring at each other like that. And then scene. So with that said, folks, that is it for this week's show. So, like on normal, if you're watching the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, whichever channel you're watching it on. Also like the video. Excuse me. If you're listening to this on audio form, give us a follow, leave us a 5-star review if you feel we have earned it. We are trying to build up the audio platform. We've been doing the video platform for well over 10 years. Now we're moving into audio. Thank you to contributors show LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship, a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Thank you. Also, go to whatamaneuver.net for some vicious rants apparel. Help support the show. We got t-shirts, tanks, women's tees, toddler tees, baby onesies, and long sleeves. Perfect gift for somebody you love, somebody you hate, or just a shirt to give to Goodwill so you can keep yours. Look for these cats on Twitter. DSB_IV main event _net. Sergeant Curly Pants, 3Cat Thursday, and D-Dryer 1986. Like I always tell you, you love me great, you hate me.
Shut up and sit down.
Fuck you.